Hello, welcome to Air Rifle Pesting. I'm glad you can join me tonight. So I'm back at the rat farm. This was my week number 3. As you can see here, the birds are still in the back. The rats are around here. Unfortunately, the owner set the poison trap in the way, so I just have to shoot it around tonight. As you can see, the rats inside the feeder already. Unfortunately, they're not as busy as previous night, but we'll see what happened tonight. So here we go. This is the first rat of the night. He made a mistake. He stood right there. He's about 17 yards. I had a good backdrop, so I got my crosshair on him and squeezed off a shot. There's another rat in the back. As you can see, it's pretty big. Unfortunately, it's not a good safe stop, so I can only watch and wait. Hopefully he will go beneath the feeder there. So you can see all the eyes inside the feeder already. Lots of rats in there. So I'm tracking him, hope that he's going to get into a better spot. Luckily he did. He moved front of the 2x4s. So I quickly got my crusher on him and squeezed off a shot, hit him in the head. That was rat number 2. So he was a good sized rat. Well, the movement is all muscle reflexes. As you get shot in the brain, the body just kind of shut down. So it's a typical reaction from a headshot. And it was one of the bigger rats tonight. And he finally expired. So here was an opportunity here. I saw this small rat there. I thought I had enough time. Tried to line up my shot, but then it went back inside. Here's a runner. You can track him. He ran all the way across and then out the field to the other side. There's so many in the feeder already, so I can only watch and wait for my opportunity. So here's one, and I'm anticipating he was going to climb up. He did, and then I quickly shot him from behind. That was rat number 3. So now the rest of the rats saw the dead body and they scrambled and ran. So I guess the party is over. But some of them still inside. But they do learn quick that death is here and it's not safe to be around. Most of them took off, but a couple of them still inside. This one came back in. I'm not sure what happened here. I thought I did my holdover, but my point of impact was actually low and I hit the ground instead. Anyway, another rat showed up. That was my redemption shot. Hit him square in the head. That was rat number 4. It's also another big rat. So I'm waiting for some of the rats to stick their head out, and so I can snipe them away. Unfortunately, none came out. Not yet anyway. So I saw one at the smaller feeder here to the left, about 18 yards away. So it's a mid-sized rat. I figure I probably be able to shoot him, depending on his profile. Right here, shot him in the back, and then the pellet went through his body and hit the ground. This is at the chicken shed. As you can see, there are quite a few rats in here. Looks like having a party. Couple of big one here. It's about 10 yards away, and then I scan around, and then I picked this guy. Looks like he was shaking. He probably ate some poison, perhaps. But anyway, I did my wrong holdover. This should have been my maximum holdover at the bottom there. And as I squeezed out the shot, he moved, so I hit the ground instead. So it was the wrong holdover, and apparently I missed low. So they soon got the heck out of there as they realized something is up, and I basically blew my chance. Luckily one came back up, so I aimed at his head and I dropped him with the headshot. That was rat number 6. As you can see, the tail spinning, what they call a helicopter movement. So that's a brain shot. And it was done. Another one came back in later on. He was sniffing the air, looking around, got curious at his buddy, but then he quickly turned and left. But I figure he's probably going to come back. And of course, he made a mistake of returning. And I was ready, got the crosshair on him, and shot in the head as well. That was rat number 7. And I found a couple of rats doing the nasty here under the foundation. Got the female lined up, shot her in the head. That was rat number 8. And of course Romeo took off and come back while Juliet leads on. So I saw one underneath post here. As you can see, this is outside and under the foundation, and they have holes everywhere. And of course I found this guy waiting there, shot him from about 7 yards right in the head. And that was rat number 9. That was Romeo. And I saw one here at the water fountain here. Of course, it moves too quick and I didn't get a chance. Later on, I found one there. I'm not sure it's the same one, but I figure I'm going to squeeze one through. And hit the square in the head. That was rat number 10. This is another rat at the adjacent shed. So I hit him so hard that he's just slammed over. That was rat number 11. And I found a big one there. So it looks like it was going to start eating the other rats perhaps. But fed him lead instead. So that was rat number 12. Definitely no match for my HW100T as I'm shooting a 16 grain at 28 foot-pound. So back to the feeder. I noticed the rats very skittish. Seems like they were taking food from the feeder and then run away and ate somewhere else. I think they saw the dead body inside the feeder and then they understand that something wasn't up and they learn very quickly. They're pretty smart creature, that's for sure. They learn how to adapt, so I just have to adjust and improvise and try to tag them on the run. So this guy came back in and then he made a mistake of staying put. So quickly squeezed off a shot, and that was his last meal. That was rat number 13. So now the rest of the rats got spooked and they were scrambling and took off. So I'm waiting for this guy, hoping that he's going to stick his head up a little bit further, but he didn't. So I panned to the left and I saw this big rat here and just tracked him and shot him in the neck. That was rat number 14. As I scan back to the feeder, this one's staring right at me. Perfect. I just did a holdover of 1 mil dot at 20 yards. Squeezed off the shot, basically hit him in the face. And that was rat number 15. So back to the left hand side again, and I saw this rat, so I'm following him. And this gotta be the luckiest rat, or he was a matrix rat, because as I squeezed off a shot right here, he moved. And I just missed him. That was so close. So back on the right hand side, I saw one at 32 yards. So I'm trying to take him a shot, but then he started running and he's either coming towards the feeder or he was just doing a lap, doing a track and field run. So here I couldn't really take a shot because the duck's in the back. So I can only just watch him, follow him. Again, he made a mistake of hanging around. So I'm continuing to track him. And just waiting for him to stop. He paused and I squeezed off a shot. That was rat number 16. No more running for him. That's another headshot. So back at the feeder again. They were back again. Poison trap definitely in my way. So I gotta have to relocate it. That way I can have a clear open shot here. So I'm just continuing to track them and see which one's gonna give me the best opportunity. Anyway, so they continue to grab food and then leave the area to feed. So luckily I have my Pard008. I was able to see them clearly in the dark. So they have no idea that I'm spying on them or tracking them. So here the two there, stop here, feeding, fighting for food. And this guy basically shot him right through the body. And then this guy, the second one, came back and shot him through the ears, probably in the upper part of the head. That was rat number 18. It didn't survive either. I found him on behind the container there. So back at the feeder, another one sat there. Another mistake. He was about to come down and I shot him, so that probably hit him right on the spine. So now again, all the rats are running away. And then this guy made a mistake of stopping. Was able to put one right through his neck. That was rat number 19. He should have kept on running. Back at the small feeder here, this one rat hiding. He thought it was safe. That's about 18 yards. I waited a bit too long and he went back in, so I just kind of missed my chance. This guy here went up, bad timing for him. Basically dropped him down with a heart and lung shot. That was rat number 21. So I'm stalking this one. The smaller rats actually. Waiting for him to give me a better shot. So luckily he came back and stuck his head up and I quickly squeezed off a shot and it was done. So more rats showed up here. See a couple of them at least. So they're all running towards the feeder. And again, the box is in my way. So luckily he came out, gave me his back shot, so I squeezed off a shot, hit him in the lung. That was rat number 22. So the body shot is just as effective as a headshot, especially with a high power. My HW100 packs a 28 foot-pound of energy at the muzzle. So you see there's another one here inside the small feeder. I'm just waiting for a better position. And it did, so again, shot him in the back. I checked the back, ducks were okay. The smaller rat showed up here, so I don't really have a shot. He got spooked, another rat came, so I'm just trying to figure out which one's gonna stay put, and I'll take a shot. So this guy was out in the open. I could have taken a shot, but not safe because I could easily miss. So I'm following him and he made a mistake. But again, I was too slow. It tucked in. There go my chance. But however, this guy made a mistake of hanging up there. Except I shot him in the lower back. Rat number 25. That was him limping away. Unfortunately, I couldn't do a follow-up shot, but I think I found his body later on. So I saw two rats here. One took off, one stayed on the rock. Made a mistake. That was a face shot. That was rat number 26. Second one came in. I wasn't ready as I didn't cock the gun, so it took off. Back at the chicken shed, you can see there's one rat inside the poison trap here. So he probably already ate some poison. Most likely it's gonna die sooner or later. So it took off and a big rat showed up. Missed my chance. But there's one hiding behind the water container there. So I'm just trying to wait for it to come out, hopefully. Unfortunately, it didn't. And I missed my chance. So this is outside. just below me. It's about 9 yards away, I think. So I'm trying to brace on the fence to get a better support, but then he left. But I knew he was going to come back, so I just patiently wait. Sure enough, he came back out. So now I'm ready, crochet on him, did my proper holdover, and shot him in the neck area. That was rat number 27. So back inside again, try to scan for rats. One rat came back to drink more water. So I didn't want to shoot him right there, but didn't want to hit the container. So I'm waiting for it to stand up. It did. That was perfect. That was rat number 28. Back to the feeder. You can see body everywhere. I saw a rat there, and there it was. Actually, there are two of them. There's one I call the one-eyed jack. He took off, but he made a mistake, staying put by the post. Luckily, no ducks in the back. Bad mistake, one-eyed jack. And he was done. So that was rat number 29. So they continue to storm the feeder. So I'm just waiting for this guy to go up, and it did. He struggled, but then anyway, shot him right in the back. That was rat number 30. This one was hiding in the water pit here. He thought it was safe, but I can see him clear as day. Took my time, and then squeeze of a shot right in the head. So I saw two of them on the left side of the barn here. That was about 23 yards, I think. So he made a mistake. Again, he was dropped with a headshot. That was rat number 32. The second one took off, so I thought, but as I scanned back, I found him in the back there. Another mistake. I ranged in about 30 yards, did my proper holdover, went for the body shot. So I found this one here. Looks like it was daydreaming, just sat there. Perfect target for me to shoot. However, I couldn't really shoot him. Obviously, the ducks are in the back. So no safe backdrop. You only watch. Wait. Anyway, this was my last shot of the night. I shot him in the body, and he's one of the bigger rats, so it wasn't a clean hit to the vital. So you can see he was struggling. So I quickly chamber another one and have to do a follow-up shot to finish him. And it was done. So that was my last shot of the night, and it was a busy night indeed. I shot 33 rats tonight, and in total over 3 nights, almost 100 rats. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I see you in the next one. Cheers.